I am studying in Karna University. We take third year in CSC department. Now I am explaining about computer networks experiment 10. Multi-layer switch inter VLAN routing. The aim of this experiment is to design a network topology and configure inter VLAN using a multi-layer switch and test the connectivity between all the ports in every VLAN. The uh, procedure of this experiment is to configure step 1 is to configure IP address on the host pieces. Step 2, configure router interfaces. Step 3, configure the routers to install the VLAN configuration in the switch and router. Step 4, test and verify the configuration. The description of this experiment: multi-layer switches supports SVIS. SVIS expansion is switch virtual interfaces. Logical interfaces that can perform routing. They behave like a physical interface of a router. They have an IP address and they insert a connected route into the routing table. How they are completely virtual. I need to explain about the multi-layer switch. Really, the definition of the multi-layer switch. Just to understand, a multi-layer switch is a network device that has the ability to operate at higher layers of the OSI reference model, unlike the data layer traditionally used by switches. A multi-layer switch can perform the functions of a switch as well as that of a router at incredibly fast speeds. Configuration commands. Cisco L2 switch. Same configuration for both switches. Create VLANs 10 and 20 in switch base like this. Switch 1, switch 2, like that. Layer 2 switch hash configure terminal. Layer 2 switch configure hash VLAN 10. Layer 2 switch configure hash VLAN hash end. Layer 2 switch configure hash VLAN 20. Layer 2 switch configure VLAN hash end. Assign port FE0 bar 1 in VLAN 10. Layer 2 switch configuration hash interface faster Ethernet 0 bar 1. Layer 2 switch off configure if close bracket switch port mode access. Layer 2 switch off configure if close bracket switch port access VLAN 10. Layer 2 switch configure if hash end. Now assign port FE0 bar 2 in VLAN 20. Layer 2 switch configure hash interface fast Ethernet 0 bar 2. Layer 2 switch configure if switch port mode access. Layer 2 switch configure if switch port access VLAN 20. Layer 2 switch configure if hash end. Layer 2 switch configure hash int FA0 bar 24. Layer 2 switch configure hash switch port mode access mode trunk. Sorry. Layer 2 switch configure configuration hash switch port trunk allowed VLAN 10 and 20. Now same like that which we have done for layer 2, like that layer 3. First, enable layer 3 routing, layer 3 switch configure IP routing, create VLANs 10 and 20 in the switch database. You need switch configure VLAN 10. Next 10. Same like that. Next for 20 also. Create trunk ports for FE0 bar 47, FE0 bar 46. Like that you need to prepare commands. Topology diagram. Uh, Multi-layer switch. This is trunk for both sides. This is switches, switch 1 and switch 2. These are PCs hold VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 10, VLAN 20. In we gave it VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 only. Now we will discuss about the addressing table. In addressing table, draw columns for device interface, IP address, subnet mask, default key is 0. If you want bar 1, 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 10 10 or 24, 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 0. Default gateway is known for us in FA2 bar 1, 10 dot 20 dot 20 dot 20 bar 24. Subnet mask 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 0. Default gateway NA. Now multi-layer multi-layer switch. This one. VLAN 10 and VLAN 2 20. IP address for VLAN 10 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 1. IP address for VLAN 20 10 dot 20 dot 20 dot 1. Subnet mask for both same and default gateway for both same. Now switch one. FA1 bar 1 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 10 or 24. Subnet mask is same for FA2 bar 1, FA1 bar 1. 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 0. Default gateway is same. For PCs, PC0, PC0, PC1, PC2, PC3. For these four interface is NA. IP address for PC1 is 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 11. IP address for PC1 is 10 dot 20 dot 20 dot 20. IP address for PC2 is 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 2. For PC3 is 10 dot 20 dot 20 dot 22. This is the addressing table. Like that we will get output type is for PC0 type is ICMP. PC for all sources type is ICMP. Colors are for PC0 is green, for PC1 is green, for PC2 is violet, for PC3 is green. This is the output. Result of this experiment is hence we proved that to design a network topology and configure inter VLAN using multi-layer switch and test the connectivity between all the hosts. VLANs is executed and verified successfully. Thank you.